Good morning. I hope you're all doing fabulously. Happy fucking Faded Friday. I hope you're I wonder why, Zendivya. I wonder why.
Turn it off.
I grabbed every link that's in chat so far, so don't worry. I grabbed them. Yeah, Ensville, that's about it. Yeah, should we cheers? I have a stoner bowl from last night. Cheers, Vex. Yep, still shock. Still all the bad, but we're here. What do we do? We show up. That's what we fucking do, because we're good people. Cheers. We do, Vex. 100%. Yep. May I be dire for a hot sec? Of course. This is the week of... This is just... Yeah. Of course. Is there anything else? Had an embarrassing panic moment. Oh my god. Do you want to talk about it? Was it one of those moments where your mouth runs faster than your brain and you're just like, oh my god, why did I say that out loud? Because that happens to me a lot. It's the best. Welcome, Robo. Hot hit. It is still fucking snowing here. It's just going. Sometimes you just say, what's a lemon? I don't know. I don't get anything wet. What up, Pat? I hope your Friday is going okay, honeybean. Doing what I can to keep being a good person. I'm like some kind of Buddhist hippie in my old age. Dude. Fucking, I feel that. Like, I mean, we were talking about this the other day. Like, I went from, like, my little hardcore goth self that was like, fuck the world, blah. And now I'm just like, I just want everyone to love each other and be kind. And can't we just get along and smoke some pot and just fucking chill out and mind our own business and leave other people alone? My God. Yeah. And I mean, seriously, like, I was the trench coat wearing chains, fucking greasy haired little bitch that everyone was like, is she gonna harm the school? Like, I was part of that group. 100% did not ever, like, obviously no harmful intentions, just an angry little kid. And it's just crazy how our empathy, like, grows so exponentially when we see other people in pain the way we were or are. And how we just, like, your heart bleeds for people, you know? Apathy of old age. I don't feel apathy, though. I still feel love for people because I genuinely know there's good people out there. I don't know. I don't feel apathy. Is that weird? I'm doing my best to just reach out to folks and check in on them. I have enough family and friends that are scared out of their gourd right now. 100%. Yeah. It's checking on people that aren't safe. No, Robo, same. Yeah. It's the grossest gut feeling. But I don't feel apathetic. I gave a coworker a hug Wednesday morning. That's how shaken we are. You know, it reminded me a lot. I don't know if you guys remember this, but the last time the orange fuck was voted in, I was still working at Hopkins. Shocker. Weird. I know. I was still working at Hopkins, and the night that he was voted in, I remember when the tallies were all being voted, every single patient room had the TV on. So you couldn't avoid it. It was literally, like, in every single room. And like, when he was voted in, just watching every single surgeon and doctor wilt and cry and bawl their eyes out was really traumatizing. Like, everyone was just hugging and holding each other and crying like someone had died. And then I literally had to go terminally extubate someone, like, on the mark. It was the weirdest night, but it's so stuck. Let me grab Zendivia. I need more of what you're smoking. I was cynical and apathetic from birth and ain't fun. I need a specific strain. I'm still cynical. Like, I'm a grumpy bitch, man. Like, it's so corny. I hate saying it because it sounds so fucking cheesy. You guys help me a lot not feel like an apathetic piece of shit. without my community, I'm all in my head and I start to spiral into that apathy, sadness. It's the end of the world. Why even go on? Go bury yourself in snow and freeze to death. That's it. Really? That's it. It's not even pot. It's just like people being real and being there for each other and stuff. It's like cool. It gives me happy. I don't know. My little bro couldn't eat or sleep Wednesday. He had mild autism, so he was reasonably scared. He knows what's going on. Oh God, my chat skipped. Sorry. He knows what's going on and how this could affect him specifically, and he works for the government. Fuck, that's fucked. I don't know if it's medication or Swedish political stakes are generally lower, but the opposition coming into power has never hit me that hard. It's kind of like we were all just sitting around having Christmas dinner, and then someone came in the room and socked us all in the face and then left. And took all our food and our Christmas crackers. And now we're all just, it's December 28th, and we're like, where are all my presents and why does my face hurt? I remember sitting at my desk on Inauguration Day and thinking, I can't believe you fucks actually voted this clown in. It's the same feeling, except worse. Right now, it's like, sure, I hate people, but I also want people to be good and well and shit. I can't fix the global shit, but I can do what I can to help people around me while trying to be conscious of the fact that it all adds up. Seriously, I was going to say the same thing. Like, that's kind of the way I think of it, and I know it's, like, really hopeful thinking, and I'm a big hippie and whatever, but, like, if a small community like ours can come together and bring each other any fucking modicum of hope. I'm grabbing mag. I grab mags and I grab vials. I grab Hatari. I'm grabbing them all. Don't worry. I think I've successfully grabbed all the links thus far. I have to think like if like our community, if there's at least 5 other communities like ours, at least that's around 1,500 people. No, 15,000. No, wait. No. 150,000 people. Sorry, mathing. 150,000 people that are all in smaller communities, but when you look at it in the big scope of things, they come together. You are wet and cold, bud. I love you so much, but you are covered in snow. Lay down, bud. Go lay down. I know, you're so wet, though. He got me right in the hip with his fucking cold nose. I love you so much. You're soaking wet. Such a sweet boy. It's been snowing for like 3 days. Okay, fine. We'll get snowy together. Yeah, it's been snowing for 3 days and hasn't stopped. It's intense. It's a lot of snow outside right now. Oh, big yawn, Bubba. Oh, Ensville, that's kind of nice. Nerd, I've thought of that as well. Like, anything that happened... I mean, but think of it this way. I think that way too. But, I don't know if that even registers with Republicans. Because, for instance... America hates women. America fucking despises women. On an unreal, untangible level, I really can't understand, and that's severely hitting my depression right now. Why being a woman makes me a villain. And they will throw all of these things like, you can't have a woman in office, what if she's on her period and she starts a war, when the historical fact of the matter is that every single fucking war in the history of the world has been started by a man. So, like, logic doesn't work. It's voting on ideals and what you want and not what's real.
Now,
so I don't know.
I'm going to fuck you with Satan's cock.
I just don't know if that will actually clue, because I think the same thing. Like, Okay, if you're in control of everything for the next 2 years, everything that goes wrong is on you, but they won't, I mean, you can't, like, it's like religion. You can't argue religion because people can change it and mold it and interpret it however they want. Yeet, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive and giving any swings. I fucking appreciate you.
Go forth and be consensual.
Wait, did you ask permission? Oh, shit.
Turn it off, Willard.
Do I have permission to speak? Do you give me permission? You're a man. Thank you, Rod. I appreciate you. Here's my theory about why white women voted for Trump. They're selfish assholes who think they're not going to pay the price for Dobbs for the choices that we make as a country. 100%. And the sheer amount of white people I've heard, you know what, this sucks, but honestly, it's not that bad for us, makes me sick. Makes me fucking ill. Deep in my core. Really sick. Is that a good scratch, Bubba? Oh, that's the best scratch. Cheers, Vex. I will cheers you as soon as this little shit's off my lap. Same thing goes for Latinos, which Kamala bombed with. Yeah. It's bad for, yeah, they know, I mean, yeah. It's shitty. It's just shitty across the board. But at least we have good friends who aren't hateful and don't wish harm on each other. It's a small win, but the fact that not one time in the past 3 days have we had to ban or time out anyone for wishing gun violence or violence on someone says a lot about you guys, and I just want to say that. I'm crossing my dicks. Lizzie, my next cheers is for you. I'm just waiting for this little shit to not want his cuddles anymore. He needed something. They're not wrong, and it's a horrible thing to say. No, it's just a horrible thing. It's horrible. I mean, you shouldn't be finding comfort in other people's downfall. That's gross. Just human? I know, VR, right? It's like shameful at that point. Like, can I just be... I don't know. My ankle itches. Yeah, it's pure not going to happen to me. They just don't get it 100%. They will come for you. They will come for all of us. Eventually. Like, you let it go so far. It starts with marginalized groups because that's easy target to the hateful people, right? You think so, CJ? I don't know, dude. It's crazy how much people just fucking hate women. Like, baseline hate women. He is. He's taking care of my heart. You make me happy, bud. Oh, and then there's Bill, of course. Kel, right? And that's why I don't identify with that America shit. I don't feel like I ever have, really? Violence was never the key. It only performs its best as a lock. Yeah, violence is never, ever, ever the answer at all. Thank you, Vex. I made it this morning. I'm not a fan of things right now, but blood for blood solved nothing. 100%. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take any sort of knowledge or intelligence to understand that. Like, that's common sense. I feel like that's what we all have. It's just like, it doesn't feel better. I love that song. Jefferson Airplane's just the shit. Good morning, Droll. How are you, love? He's a big teddy bear. I slept last night for the first time in 3 days. And I think they did too, because they did not want to get up this morning. When my alarm went off, they were just like, nope. But then you saw the snow and you were like, fuck that, let's go outside. Sweet poodles. Thank you, cuteness. It's the first night I didn't wake up 50 times. Common sense isn't real. I think it's a joke. See, Vile, and I just don't understand how you don't hear any of that. I don't understand. Like, you have to choose not to know any of that. Okay. yeah, Rod, it's crazy. I mean, and what's wild to me, and this is just personal, but like I truly try to, and I've told you guys this before, I try to like responsibly, in my view, responsibly consume the news. And we've talked about this before a million times. I try not to hyper focus on politics. I never want my channel to be solely politics. That being said, not talking about major events happening and not being aware of the world around you is being an irresponsible adult. Right? So, like, by responsibly, I mean, I take in the news. You need to know what's going on in the world. You have, like, that's just part of being society, but not dwelling on it and not watching 50 people talk about the same story over and over and over again with different verbs, because that's when your own mental state starts to degrade. And what good am I to anybody if I'm depressed and if I'm knocking myself down? Like, I can't help anybody. But man, to just like 100%, wow. My son told me the other day that he had to educate his friend on who she voted for. She didn't know anything. Wow. Well, they're gonna learn about him now. I'm gonna smoke more pot because that is making me inordinately angry. My heart rate just spiked the fuck out of my nose and nipples. I'm better. If I want energy and focus, what strain do I... Okay, so Fatal, this is the shit. No shit, it's complicated. Get a pen. So, essentially, what has happened with marijuana is that cultivators have bred out all of the CBD, and the CBD was the sleepy effect. So, back in the day, you know, we'd say like there was indica, which would lay you out and make you... And you were in the couch. That's how we like remembered it. And then there was sativa, which would allegedly not make you sleepy and it would keep you creative and euphoric and whatever. And then there's hybrids, which were a mix. But no shit, I have both a sativa and an indica right here. 0 CBD. We've bred it out because we don't want to smoke and get sleepy. The vast majority of people want to smoke and be active. So there's no, like, strains are human specific. That's what sucks. That's the short answer. For me specifically, any strain that has the word cherry in it makes me sleepy. But it doesn't have to be an indica, sativa, hybrid, whatever. Cherry just makes me sleepy. It's... If I were you, I'd go for one of the tried and trues, like a Diesel or a Mac, MAC. That's a really good strain. Like, go for those classics that have just been cultivated for a really long time. They're perfected. There's nothing, like, new and interesting about them, but they're gonna give you the effect. And I mean... If you don't smoke pot regularly,
Turn it off, Willie.
and not daily like me, I'm saying regularly, like every once in a while, like once a week, couple times a week. If you're not smoking that often, any strain's gonna lay you out. Any strain. We got some people high at TwitchCon who hadn't smoked in 20 plus years. It literally lays you out, and we had straight up sativas. That's just facts. Yeah. So what I would do is, if you have a dispensary, legal dispensary or whatever around you, go and get these things. They're called dog walkers, no shit. And they're literally pre-rolls that are like this big. And that way you can't over smoke yourself. You'll get a little high and it's literally like, I don't even know, an eighth. I think that's an eighth. No, it's not an eighth. Is it? Usually a pre-roll would be like a gram. I think it's like an eighth of a gram, I think. They're really, really small. But what I find is that a lot of people, they'll take a hit and then take a hit and then take a hit. and they don't realize they're getting as high as they are, and that stops you. There's no more weed. Like, you're going to take 3 hits off that little thing, and it's done. It's literally done. That would be the best option, just to gauge, like, tolerance and shit like that. Isn't New York, I thought they recreational. I thought you guys were rec legal now. Nebraska passed bills for medical marijuana. Fuck yes.
Thank you, mods. I agree.
Yeah, you can't tell the difference when you're just social smoking weed. I didn't realize how different weed smelled until this year, very much. There's so much difference to it. Like, I have some specific strains that I will look for, like Poltergeist, really, really good strain I never fucking see. What was that one? This is crazy, I just remembered it. Wild. GAC Smoothie number 5. One of the best strains I've ever tried in my life. Literally, they had it one summer, and that's the only strain I bought all summer. But it's kind of like try. It's hit or miss. And, like, you have to smoke weed frequent enough to really notice the difference in strains or anything. If you don't smoke weed and you really don't smoke it that often, you won't notice. You're just going to get high. But if you go to a dispensary, ask for a low THC. So no shit, when I go to my dispensary, I filter by high THC content because I'm a stoner. So, like, my THC content for my weed is 30.5% allegedly, which is enormous. You can get 14% THC. You can get 9% THC. You can actually buy weed that has CBD in it. You can buy weed flower that's just CBD. They have really perfected the cultivation of the flower at this point. It's pretty fucking miraculous. So what I would suggest, if anyone out there is wanting to smoke some weed because you're feeling a little stressed and feeling it out, go to a dispensary and talk to your bud tender. They live to help you. Bud tenders are like me. You say, hey, I need some help finding something, and their boner goes, and the whole counter flips, and they get so excited. They want you to have the best experience possible, not to fucking rock you out of your mind and get you so high you want to die. So, like, if you go in and say, I don't smoke, but I'm feeling stressed, and I just like something that's low and just going to calm me down, or just, like, keep me level-headed or whatever, they will help you out. They're so fucking nice and helpful. Bud tenders are everything. Severely lean on them. You can get that. I'm not shitting you, Mag. They have flower that's like 8% CBD, 1% THC. They have it all now because there's a lot of people who don't smoke that much and just want it every once in a while, and they don't want to feel like they're dying. They had, THC followed by a number. In Wisconsin where I live, weed is not legal, but I drove by a big CBD farm the other day, and they had big signs advertising THC followed by a number. Interesting. I wonder if it's across state lines. Do you live near, like, one of the state lines? Yeah, it's legal in New York. Yeah, New York is legal now. You are recreationally legal, so you don't need a med card in New York. That's what I thought, because last time I was there, it was still med. Gary Payton's really good. I've had Gary Payton before. That's a nice strain. Yeah, just tell them how you feel, and they will literally cultivate your order for you. They're phenomenal. Bud tenders are so fucking helpful. They're wonderful people. Like, sometimes I feel bad because I know exactly what I want, so I'm not really there that long. And they don't really, like, get to help me at all. And you just see them working with other people, and they're stoked. They are the nicest, most helpful people. They want you to have the best time possible. Seriously, they will help you out. Arizona, Nevada, Montana. Okay, so Alexa says Arizona, Nevada, Montana, Colorado, Missouri, New York, and Maryland are putting abortion rights in the Constitution. Nevada and Montana specify until fetal viability, as well as the pregnant person's life or health. I wonder what until fetal viability means. Oh, we should, hold on, let me grab these. We should start links. I kind of forgot. You guys got me talking, sorry. Absolutely, Fado, seriously. They're the coolest people, and they will help you exactly the way you need to be. They'll help you learn how to, they'll teach you, like, how much to smoke, what to smoke, etc. Biggest piece of advice I can give you, though, is don't like let your fear or your tentativeness of smoking getting too high make you go to edibles. I'm not kidding. Edibles in Colorado are the reason we have warning labels on shit now. Because I know why, because people like me are like, smoking anything is bad for you. So people go, okay, well, I want to get high, but I don't want to, like, kill my lungs, so I guess I'll just take edibles. And then they end up in the ER because they feel like they're dying. Weed can't kill you unless a crate of it falls on your head and breaks your neck, but it can make you feel like you're dying. It can make your heart rate out your eyes. It can make you feel, too much weed, And people way overdid it on edibles because they'd take one edible and in 2 hours nothing would happen, so they'd take another, and then we all know how that goes. We've read the story a million times, but now every time I buy weed, I get a fucking printout that's a warning on how to safely consume marijuana because of that. So I always try to encourage, like, don't dive into edibles just because you're afraid of smoking. Do you need another snuggle? What are you doing? Come snuggle. We can snuggle. What's up? You seem excited. What happened? Your feet are freezing. Bubba, your feet are so cold. Can we listen to some music? Don't you pull my headphones out. We will have a talk and it will be not fun. Oh my god, is that the too high lady? Lizzie! Okay, we're starting our day with too high lady and then we're diving into music because this just sets the tone. This really sets the tone. I love her. I play her every 420. Where's my music coming from? This is such a good song. Beatles will come back to you. Don't worry. We have lots of music to listen to, though. Twitch was being weird yesterday, too. There was a couple times yesterday where people said they had a weird buffer. He's a very cuddly boy. He's not annoying cuddly, though. I don't know how to describe it. Like, he's really cool. Like, I don't have to pet him. He's cool with just hanging out. I just have twitchy hands, so I pet him. But he's, like, so cool. He's so chill. You're just the cutest boy. You are. Okay. Weird buffer was my nickname in chess club. Okay, I want to know how, though. That's so. This is the big in. This is the big one. Okay, let me shift things. She's got links. She's got links. It's a lot. She's got a lot. It's fine. Now I just have to stop it. I will fucking murder you. I'm so sorry. Did I say that out loud? Not you. I get really upset about autoplay sometimes. Ooh, it's a crayon. Let me grab. Hold on. The bull's not a fan either. Yeah, that's what I feel. Oh, it's one of those like models, I guess. But I got one that has a motor and shit in it, and it does stuff, and it's a television. I don't know how. Hold on. I have the box. I'll show you what it's gonna look like. It's gonna look like that. But it's a music box, and everything inside will move because there's like a motor and shit in it. But it looks like an old school TV, and I thought it was kind of cool. I'll probably give it away. I don't know. I just do this shit to like keep my hands busy because I'm really anxious all the time. Oh! I won't be here for my actual birthday. Good! You're gonna do something fun, I hope. That being said, you do have dibs on, if you come home and you want to watch movies, you have dibs on whatever movie's played. It's gonna be really cool. Yeah, the other ones I've done, basically, they just have lights. Like, that's still cool, but they, like, you know, they got lights. That's it. They, like, light up and look really cool. Whereas this one, there's, like, a Ferris wheel that does that. It, like, it spins like that. And there's gonna be a motor attached and shit. I don't know. It's little bits at a time, because that's a lot. But if I don't have at least 7 things going on at one time, I get very anxious. No shit, just completed my carnival set. Oh my god, like 15 minutes ago. Is it cool? I've never done one like this. I'm really excited. Like, this is what it had me put together first. And it's all the motors and the cogs and all of this is gonna like move together in sync. And it's very nerve-wracking because it's like, I can't just like super glue shit together to make it look nice. It's actually got a function. It doesn't have to, but it's cool. It's my first one I've ever done, so I don't know. Like this, I guess. So I'm kind of excited. I feel like they're addicting. Like, I'm just gonna get worse and worse. Like, I'm gonna get more and, you know what I'm saying? Like, it started out these cute little book nooks, and then I found out there's ones with motors in them, and then it's the Lego thing exactly. I'm snowballing. It's way cheaper than Legos though, which is why I kind of went to it because I fucking love Legos. But to get the same amount of time out of a build that I do in a Lego out of one of these, I'd have to buy like $100 Lego kits, and these are like $30 a pop, which is great. Oh my God, Wiener, how are you? Snowballing in a row? Oh my God, you're gonna be on the road? That sucks. Can we have a makeup day? Mega Blocks? I've never even heard of that. Light up with music and move. Yeah, that's like the first one I did just lights up. The second one has this whole like feature in it where there's a mirror in it, so it looks like an alleyway that goes on forever, and it's got little twinkle lights in it, and like it's unique, I guess. It's different. And then I found this one that's got a motor and like shit's gonna move inside a TV, and I was like, oh my God, like it's just gonna get worse. I know it'll get worse, but it's fun, and I don't know, they're fun gifts. People love them. Oh, both my sons together with me. Oh my God, for the first time in over 4 years. That is wild. That is kind of exciting though. For the first, like at the same time, it's not like you, wow. At the same time, I have to pee. It just keeps being more inappropriate, and it's about your sons, and it makes me feel gross. Every time I say something, I'm like, wow, that sounded worse. A link to what? A link to what? To this? Amazon, man. These kits, oh, just go on Amazon. So basically I got it cooked. I went on Amazon and I looked up Book Nook. And that's these guys. And here, I'll grab one. So this is an example of a Book Nook. But this is like literally my Amazon searches finding this led me to these ones. I don't know what you would call these ones. Like they just get you. I looked for adult ones. You know what I'm saying? And the more adult and like the higher the level and more hours, the more complicated they get. So this one, nothing moves, but it's got a light. And that's all the little blinkies. And there's like lights in the top. And there's so many little details. Like there's a cat right there. There's a little cat on the, I don't know. There's just so many little details. But you see the mirror. There's a mirror in the back that makes it look like it's going on forever. There's another cat. All these little books I made by hand. All those books I made by hand. Like it's crazy. The detail that goes into these shits. Wild. Did all that by hand. All that moss and shit. Little sign dangles. They're cozy as fuck, right? Oh, thank you. I did them myself. They're delightful, right? And they take like, I mean, for me, because I just work on them when we're doing movie nights. I sit here and do them at my desk. They take me up like 3 to 4 days working on them for like 4 hours a day or whatever, kind of off and on casually. This one's taking longer because it's a lot more stuff. But they're really fun, and they're not hard because they're like I said, they're Lego instructions. They're not as good as Lego instructions, period. But they're similar in that they're very visual. It shows you exact pictures of what you're doing, and every single piece is labeled perfectly. Like you get, I'll show you what I mean. You get these sheets. So like this is the instructions. And they're very, very like step by fucking step. You can't see because it's super white. Step by step, everything's labeled. It has arrows and like dotted arrows and whatnot showing you exactly where every screw goes, exactly where everything goes. So there's no guessing. There's no like understanding or like needing any prior knowledge or anything. It's very, very literal. And I loved that about Lego. That was like my favorite thing about Lego kits. And you get these sheets. This one's mostly popped out, but you get sheets basically like making models or something, but it's this hardcore cardboard, and every single piece is labeled so perfectly. So it says like C15, C14, C1, C13, and the instructions will say like take C13 face up, blah, blah, blah. I love that step-by-step stuff. It really, really, really calms me down. Another thing, if you're not into marijuana and you're looking for something to calm down, these are anywhere from like $15 to $100 on Amazon, depending on like level and how much you want to do. If you like these kits, oh, thank you, Roz. If you like these kits, look up ROKR. I'm gonna write that down too. Thank you, because I do like these kits a lot. They're fun, and they are very relaxing. Like, and you need nothing. You need to know nothing, and it comes with everything. Like they always come with a little screwdriver and all the little things you need. And then you end up making something like this. A little Ferris wheel that spins. Adorable. Or sticks. We'll mess with you later. Anyways. They're fun. And they're pretty chill, and like they end up like this. But like I said, they come like on those sheets, and you just slowly build them kind of. And you build them wall by wall, and then the end is when you bring all the walls together, and that's when it kind of comes together and looks like that. But it's cool because it's just like fucking lovely. And it looks like there's just so... Look, you can see Chad in the mirror. It's such a cool effect. I don't know. I dig them. It's like a mini little world in there. And I made it, which is cool. It's fun. You should, if you just need something to chill out, you can get one for like $30. And they're pretty nice. They're pretty relaxing to do. They're items you build? Ooh. Rock. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up right now. ROKR. Oh, shut the fuck up. Well, there goes my life. Dude, they're really inexpensive though. I mean, considering like that they take me at least a week to finish one, and I have fun doing it, and I'm not pressuring myself to finish anything fast, like $35? It's pretty reasonable for some. I mean, I don't know. I'm always looking at that like, I have to pee really bad. I know. I still have to pee. Break. Pee after sex. I'll be right back. I'll put on music. I don't know if it's even silent. Ignore me. The warm water on my hands, but man, it's the warmest place in my whole house. There's a heat vent in there, and it just heats the bathroom up so nice, and I'm just standing in there like, fuck. Honestly, I was gonna say the same, like, it's every time I hear a Zeppelin song, I'm like, oh my god, this is my favorite Zeppelin song. And then another one comes on, I'm like, no, wait, maybe this one is. I kind of love everything they ever make. That, like, is iconic. Going to California is great. It depends. I think it depends on my mood, or like what time of year it is, what my favorite song is of theirs at the time. Thank you, Mayo. Oh man, I would share. It's the mountains, man. I mean, I see memes about it all the time. It's like weather in Colorado. 6 a.m. winter, 8 a.m. spring, 1 p.m. summer, 8 p.m. fall. We go through the whole fucking ringer every day. It's crazy here. Like, the mountain weather is wild. You just get anything. It is fucking, it just hasn't stopped. It's so much snow out there right now. It hasn't stopped in like 3 days. Immigrant Song's phenomenal. That's a really good one. A Warm Place in My Heart to Misty Mountain Top. Misty Mountain Top? That too. Hop? Yeah. Do you like snow? No! If it wasn't cold, like if I had enough layers, I used to snowboard and snowmobile. It's just getting enough layers on that it can't touch me with its icy Satan self. Cheers. I'm just letting this song finish because it's great. I know, V, and that's the curse. It just bounces. And it hits you harder, so I always feel worse. Like, it's, you guys get the double whammy. I know. Laws of nature. I'm sorry, Katie. I can't do that. Snow. Actually, funny story. When I woke up, well, when I took the dogs out this morning, and I opened the door, like, you know, that like couple inches that gets blown up against your door no matter how big your stoop is, and when you open the door, it like collapses in. That happened, and I looked outside, and I guess I said it loud enough. I was like, oh my fucking God. Zach comes running out of our bedroom in like pajama pants and nothing else, and is like, what? What happened? Oh. Oh. I thought something was hurt, and then just goes back to bed. So, everyone reacts to something. I'd do anything for love, but I won't do that. I know. It'd be different if we had, like, really, it was green here because of that little nugget. It makes them cakey and I never wanted to bother. Oh, boo. See, does it make them kind of like brownie or like raw? As a Minnesotan living in Georgia, I feel that in my soul exactly. It's just, you probably grew up in the snow. I grew up driving in the snow. It's just common sense. Not, what are you doing? I don't know, dude. If the snow is taller than your car, what the fuck are you doing? I don't know what this is. I'm nervous. She gonna be dumb about something? Is it funny? Because I'm just really high. This is the. Oh! Is he single, right? I'll take a what the fuck? TikTok makes me anxious. We've come full circle. Oh. It's just such a terrible time to take a drink of water. It was the little demon. The demon honestly got me. Hold on. It fucking killed me really hard. Oh, he definitely had to shake something out of his pant leg on his way out, for sure. Sorry, my stomach hurts. That guy is funny. Who are you? Voice Monster Edits? I just want to give him credit. Is this business? Voice Monster Colin. Yeah, he's I bet he voice acts. He probably has to do voice acting, right? He's got the voice for it. I don't know how to say that, but he doesn't sound like a real person. Being around this person, I wouldn't feel like they were ever being serious. Like maybe they were always being a character. What a precious human. There you go. Voice Monster Edits. Go follow that. That.
Now, I'm going to fuck you with Satan's cock.
Bolby, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving a name to swings. Please go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing is sexier than pure sober consent, and I fucking appreciate you. We played this one. That's the one we just watched. This one? No. No, it is not. Not yet. I refuse. I can't. It's not that time. That's for October. What is that? Physical human. My throat is dry. Physical humor is underrated recently because it's disgusting out, but it's about that time I need to take my dogs out. I need to take them like for a walk because as you can see they're battling until they smash their heads into things in my house. Um it's Indie Saturday tomorrow, but I try to finish up the music literally first thing in the morning before anyone wakes up and destroys the bandwidth or whatever. I was digging through logs on my router trying to see if it was something on my end. Oh my god, Crispy, no! It's fine. It wasn't. It wasn't you. Is MMM still going down? Who are we rating if they are? I think. When's last day? Sunday, right? I do declare, I think. No, I 100%. I mean, I always assume it's on my end too. I start looking at drop frames, start looking at my bit rate and what my CPU is doing and shit like that. I get nervous. I think that's just thank you. I think that's just thank you. Saturday is last day. Saturday, like at midnight, right? Sunday at midnight, whatever we would technically, you know what I'm saying, yeah. Kispianek, the assembler. Let me see. Copy. That's not what I want to do. Well, I'll just type it, you bastard. Ha ha ha! First one that comes up. Perfecto. Thank you. With loads of hot sauces. Oh, I'm nervous and excited. I am nervous, excited. This should be fun. This is part of the charity that we've been raiding into for the past week or some change or whatever days. I don't know. The past week has been just a mix, but I slept last night, so I'm getting better. I'm just really high and need a snack and a beverage. Please take care of yourself. Wash your hands, pee after sex, brush your teeth. All of those things. I was making sure I said those in order. I thought I said brush your sex. I don't know. Brush your sex, wash your teeth, all of those things. As usual, we have movies in the Discord if you got nothing to do in the evenings from 7 p.m. Usually until around 11 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard. We usually watch around 2 movies a night. But it's fun. Take your joy. All of those things. That's it. Smoke responsibly. I can't remember. I had something else I was going to say. What's today? It's November. And her brain died on that day. I'm going to go take my dogs in the snow. Wish me luck. See you guys tonight or tomorrow. Love you. Bye.